Today we have a guest speaker from the Office of International Education. Jennifer Ward will be talking to you about opportunities to study abroad.
I'm going to have to move this up. So let's start this off. A show of hands. How many people are interested in studying abroad? Awesome. That's great. Almost everybody. How many think you can't study abroad because you're an engineering major? Just a few. Okay, good. We have optimism in the room. Okay, so to get started, we're going to go over some myths about study abroad. Many people think study abroad is a vacation. While it's a lot of fun and there's a lot of traveling, there is a lot of work to it and a lot of learning opportunities. Another one, you learn about yourself. You gain a lot of self-confidence, you build some communication and problem-solving skills, and then you're also able to learn about your future. A lot of people who study abroad, it really affirms for them what they want to do after they graduate. And then also you learn about cultures, of course. So learning about other people, and that's really important. In the future, in your new work environments, you're going to be around people from all over the world. Now, a lot of people think study abroad is too expensive. Well, Miami University, they do a really good job to make sure it's affordable for all students. Number one, we have many programs such as faculty-led programs where you go with a faculty member, usually for a short period of time, mostly during the summer, and you pay Miami tuition. Or if you think you want to go for a semester or a year, we have exchange programs where you also pay Miami tuition as well as Miami living costs. And then also there's several colleges with their own programs that they also charge Miami tuition. And for those of you who may be out of state and be paying out of state tuition, study abroad might also be less expensive than going to Miami University. We have options where you go with programs that you pay their program price, and many times it can be lower than the Miami tuition rate. So other than the actual price to go study abroad, we also have many financial aid packages you can use. If you have federal financial aid, you can use that towards paying for your study abroad experience. In addition, there's plenty of scholarships out there, including Miami's own scholarships. We give away airfare grants up to $600, just a flat grant for those who have financial need and who go for a semester. And then an additional $600 zero-interest loan. So you can get up to $1,200 just to pay for your airfare if you go for a semester or longer. In addition, we have national scholarships. If anybody is eligible for the Pell Grant, you can apply for the Gilman Scholarship, and that can award up to $5,000. If anybody is looking to go to a non-traditional country and learn a critical needs language, outside of Western Europe, you have plenty of scholarships available for you. So definitely finances should not be much of an issue, either by if you want to go through a Miami tuition route or go through one of the providers that Miami uses. Talking a little bit about the benefits when it comes to finding a job and securing employment, only 2% of students actually study abroad in the nation. So just think if you study abroad, you're probably just going to be part of a 2% population, which really sets you apart once you graduate. It's becoming more and more common for students to go to college and earn a bachelor's degree, which is great, but you need to also find another way to set yourself apart once you graduate, and study abroad is one way to do that. What employers see is that you have critical thinking skills. You're able to work in a team. It's not just yourself that gets you abroad. It's many other people, such as your academic advisor, your study abroad advisor, that helps you get there. You have self-motivation. Only you can decide to study abroad and decide on your destination and what kind of experience you're going to have. So it takes a lot of self-motivation that employers recognize. And also that you're globally minded. So you've been abroad, you know how to work with other people from other cultures. That can be a challenging experience for a lot of people who haven't been exposed to it before. So they don't have to train you on that, and it's just time and money savings for them. So again, if you want to look at your current school, about 55% of your faculty are from abroad. So particularly in the engineering field, you're going to have to work with people from other countries. So just looking at your faculty, you can tell from there that it's already a global field. Just here's a fun example. We have the Boeing 787, and you can see from here there's about 9 other countries involved in building this aircraft. You have from all over the world: Korea, Japan, Italy, England, France, the United States. So you could just already prepare for yourself with all the multiple countries that you're going to be dealing with. So the other myth is if I study abroad, I won't graduate on time. That's really untrue, especially if you give yourself enough time to plan. I understand everybody here is in their first year of college, and you can actually start studying abroad as early as the summer that you finish your freshman year. So if you plan ahead and you make the course and you decide on the courses that you want to take when you're abroad, it's very much feasible to graduate on time, and some students, they graduate early even. So a lot of times when people go abroad, not only are they taking their major courses, but they're fulfilling their Miami plan, their thematic sequence, and any electives they want to take. So it's important to just start planning early. You're going to be meeting with your academic advisor to set aside the courses that you want to take in order to graduate on time, which I like to refer to as the academic window. And you'll meet with a study abroad advisor to see which semester is the best suit for you with the programs that offer the courses that you want to take. And then you also probably want to speak with a financial aid advisor, ROTC counselor, other people who are involved in your academic career. A lot of people are worried that they don't speak another language besides English, so they can't study abroad. Well, of course, you could go to an English-speaking country, and some people don't realize that Belize, in South Africa, they speak English, Botswana, Ghana, Tanzania. So there's a lot of countries outside your traditional England, Australia, Canada that offer courses in English. But study abroad has really expanded today, especially for American students. A lot of countries are really catering to those who maybe don't have the language skills that other countries have. If you don't know a second language, that's okay. You can still go to a non-English speaking country and still take courses taught in English. Almost all the programs we offer have courses taught in English if it's a non-English speaking country. So we're going to go over some schools who we've selected for engineering majors. And here we can start off with Australia and the University of Melbourne. We have Austria, the Graz University of Technology. You can see the multiple courses. These are all taught in English as we go through each one. And then Graz is in the southeast part of the country. It's the second largest in Austria. You have Cyprus, the University of Nicosia. It's in the, if you're not unfamiliar where Cyprus is, it's in the eastern Mediterranean, just east of Greece, south of Turkey, north of Egypt. And Nicosia is their largest city in there. You have Egypt, the American University in Cairo, the capital. And actually Cairo is the second largest city in the Muslim world. So there's a lot of large cities that we offer our engineering majors courses. Then in England, you have several universities, the University of Leeds, University of Manchester, and there's more than that, but those are our two most popular ones. Then we have Finland and the Lappeenranta University of Technology, and this is only about 30 kilometers from the Russian border. Then in Northern Ireland, we have Queen's University of Belfast. In Scotland, you have the University of Edinburgh and Napier University. You could go on to South Africa, the University of Cape Town. In Spain, you can go to the heart of Madrid through IES, which is one of our third-party providers that have English-spoken campuses. You could go on to Sweden, to Luleå, University of Technology. You could go all the way to Thailand. In Bangkok, there is Thammasat University. You can explore the United Arab Emirates with the American University of Sharjah. And these are all, again, spoken courses taught in English. And you can just see the list of courses that they offer related towards engineering. Or we have 80 plus other countries that can offer you courses either taught in English, and if it's not engineering that they offer, they'll definitely have courses related towards your Miami plan, your thematic sequence, electives, minors, anything outside of engineering that you need to fulfill. So the opportunities are endless. So what else should you know? Most people study abroad their junior year, but we really encourage you to try to go earlier than that if possible. Like I said, you could start the summer after you complete your freshman year. If you can go your sophomore year, that's great. The reason I encourage you to go earlier rather than later is because it's just logistics. The more courses you take here at Miami means less courses you can take abroad. So if you can reserve your Miami plan, your thematic sequence, if you have any minors that you plan to take, and take those few courses abroad, it makes it a lot easier on you as far as the options that you have, the countries you can go to, and how long you can stay there. But as long as you start planning earlier rather than later, you can make any time frame work for you. We usually have students to apply at least 1 to 2 semesters in advance. Obviously, 2 semesters is better than 1, but we do have students coming in the office right now who want to go this spring. So we do find a way to make it work as long as their academic plan isn't interfering. Most of these programs that we offer, the housing and support services are available. Our office handles these third-party provider programs. And what providers are, they're third-party organizations that create partnerships with universities all across the world. So you'll look at one, for example, IES that we mentioned in Madrid has a campus for engineers. They actually have many other programs all over the world. And when students arrive there, how it's mostly set up with all of these programs is they give you an on-site orientation with an on-site staff there that's available for you 24/7 for any emergencies or just during daytime questions. And so they offer you an orientation. In addition, they arrange your housing. So housing options can be with host family, a student residency, or you can have the option to find your own apartment if you choose so. They also include many excursions for you. So usually there's a few weekend excursions per semester, and then during the week they'll offer some cultural activities, doing some tours around the cities, going to see a play, musical, or whatever cultural activities they have in that city. In addition, they provide all these extra services such as health insurance. Many of them give you a cell phone when you arrive. So it's a real all-inclusive support structure that they offer. And so if you want that and that's what you feel comfortable with, that's what most of our programs offer. However, if you want a little bit more of an independent experience, then I encourage you to look in our exchanges. So when you want to talk about study abroad, I suggest that you talk to your academic advisor first. Like I talked about, you want to set aside some courses to take when you actually go abroad. So create that academic window. And so you could do that with your academic advisor. So what's next? You want to think about how study abroad fits in your personal and professional goals. Everyone here will most likely fit in your professional goals, but you also want to think for you personally, is it a good fit for you? Is it something that you're ready for? Probably the different levels of study abroad. The most, I guess, secure level for students who've never been abroad before and who are a little unsure about that experience, they might go with a faculty-led program. So they're with a faculty member and they're with other Miami students. And so they have that security with them. And then if they want to step out of that a little bit more and stretch out, they could go through one of our provider programs like I mentioned. And then if you really want an independent experience, you'll look into our exchange. So you want to see what kind of security you're comfortable with, and then we have all different levels for you to choose from. Like I mentioned, discuss study abroad with your academic advisor early. You can subscribe. We have a monthly newsletter. So you can just go to our website, the Study Abroad website, and subscribe to our newsletter. It goes out once a month at the beginning of the month. And we highlight certain countries, tell you about certain scholarships to start considering, and just answer some common questions. What we like a lot of students to do is attend a study abroad one-on-one session. This is offered every Monday through Thursday starting at 4 o'clock to 4:30. It's every Monday through Thursday. You just come to our office. It's in Macmillan Hall, and our office suite is 216. So if you don't have any classes at 4 o'clock, Monday through Thursday, you come there, and we go over a lot more detailed information. And then after that, we ask you to set an appointment with one of us, a study abroad advisor. And then we'll meet together and go over what you talked about with your academic advisor and see if we can find a program that fits your academic and personal needs. Are there any questions? No questions. I guess I answered it pretty all easily. Anybody hoping to go abroad their sophomore year? Okay, good. Well, hopefully we can encourage most of you to go earlier than that. Yeah?
You talk about some of the programs that have like excursions that go with it. Is that like a required part of the program that you must like attend like all those cultural things and excursions?
It's not required, but it's already included in the price that you pay. So if you don't want to go, you don't have to. You can make your own travel arrangements, but I can't say if they'll deduct what the price for the excursions are from your overall program price. Good question. Yes? Huh? Not in this history, no. No. No, we've always been able to track our students. We have a very sophisticated system where we keep good contact information of each student, and usually the programs will follow up with us once everybody arrives. So, yes, in the back? If you're a what major? Undecided. Yes, you can, actually. So those of you who are still kind of thinking about what they want to pursue their degree in, study abroad is great for you. That actually confirms for a lot of people what they want to end up majoring in. Personally, myself, I didn't know what I wanted to major in when I was undergrad, so I went abroad, and after I came back, I knew definitely what I wanted to do. It was a real life-affirming experience. I really set my goals after studying abroad, so it's a great opportunity for those of you who are a little indecisive on what you want to pursue. Yeah.
Do you recommend like looking into like multiple programs in case you like don't get into one, or like really concentrate on
Yeah. Well, definitely a lot of our programs vary in their competitiveness. Usually most of the requirements are 2.75. So if you can maintain a 2.75 and you don't have any disciplinary history, you're most likely to be enrolled into one of the programs that you choose. However, there are a few that are a little bit more competitive. It certainly doesn't hurt applying to more than one. However, you do want to keep in mind most of them have an application fee. Even though the general application fee is about $25 to $35, there are a few that are a little bit more than that. So it's just a matter of how much you want to kind of throw into it and potentially lose, because you can only choose one program. But I like to point out, though, if you really want to go on to programs, that is actually possible. Obviously, you have to do it in different terms, but we've had students that studied abroad in Western Europe for one semester and then went on to Latin America the second semester. So you can really diversify your experience as well. Yes? They do transfer. The benefits for ROTC do transfer, and we do have students from the ROTC that do go. So it is feasible. You just might want to give yourself a little bit more time to start the planning process. Any other questions? I'd like to point out as well that I didn't mention in the presentation, it's not just study abroad that's available out there. In conjunction with the courses that you take, you can do internships. A lot of our programs are offering internship opportunities, so you can expand it past the classroom, and that will even set yourself way apart from your peers when it comes time to graduation and applying to those future jobs. If an employer sees that you did study abroad and internship while you were abroad, That's a huge benefit for them and for you. Any other questions? All right. Well, we kind of breezed through it. Got some extra time. But thank you so much for having me. If you have any questions, please come to our office. We have, like I mentioned, the Study Abroad 101 session. But if you can't make that, you're welcome to make an appointment with us. I'd like to bring up, we have a Study Abroad week coming up in a few weeks, starting September 26th to September 30th. And our fair is September 28th. And the fair is a great opportunity to really explore all your options. Our providers will be there in person, so you can ask them questions one-on-one. So I really hope you guys come to that. It's starting at 11 o'clock on September 28th in the Shriver Center Multipurpose Room. And it's a big event. A lot of students go, so hopefully you'll be there. And also take advantage of the full week of activities. So I could pass these out now. But thank you so much for having me.